The potential for solar energy is mind-boggling and will be a dominant source of electricity in the future. The last decade has seen a very rapid rise in electricity production from photovoltaics, but it is still only a fraction of what it will be. This rise in demand fueled the rise in production that led to a precipitous drop in the cost to produce solar modules. The last decade also saw a lot of different materials for solar absorption, but despite the promises, silicon remains the dominant technology and will for the foreseeable future. The tremendous success of silicon PV has also created a very serious demand from the industry for silver. Silver just happens to be the best conductor of electricity, but I am sure that you have noticed that the electrical grid that spans thousands of miles is not made of silver, probably for the same reason the streets are not made of gold. These two metals are better suited for our currency and adorning our bodies and temples. So why not copper? After all, it is good enough for our homes and grids. The answer is copper and silicon get along too well, and the results have been bad for PV. Of course, the microelectronics industry figured this out years ago and have been able to use copper. But remember, this particular industry is dead set on miniaturizing everything in sight and charging a premium. Who else would adorn their products in gold? Let's face it, the solar energy industry may have been born out of the silicon revolution, but it is growing up and leaving its awkward adolescence. We have our own manufacturing processes that have been scaled into a $100 billion industry. We can no longer adopt technologies for 14 nanometers when we need it to work at 14 kilometers. What if you could just use the same processes to deposit the metal layers that the industry uses today? That way, you would not have to replace expensive equipment and highly valued and trained employees. Hi, we are Bertfin Films, and we believe that we have a lower cost solution by making a copper screen printing product that fits into existing manufacturing workflow. We have raised nearly $500,000 to date in non-dilutive funding, and we are looking for partners to help us scale the product and introduce it to the industry.